speech will be on Muslim women wearing the hijab. And I'll begin by telling you a story of Naomi, who's the president of the Muslim Student Association at her high school. This incident happened in her class when she overheard two friends that she knew since kindergarten. She overheard them making jokes about her and making fun of her because at that time she had to begin wearing the hijab. And she overheard them calling her a terrorist. So she thought to herself she was in so much shock and disbelief that two girls that had known her all their life could think that she was a terrorist just because she was wearing the hijab. And she figured, if they who have known me all my life think that about me, I can only imagine what people who have no background knowledge on my religion or the hijab, what are they going to think of me? So in this speech, I will inform you on what the hijab is, also why women wear it, and also how they're not oppressed and they're still empowered, and lastly how so many misconceptions lead to discrimination in their daily lives. So to begin, I will talk about what a hijab is, and it's a veil traditionally worn by Muslim women, and it covers their entire body with the exception of their hands, their feet, and their face. And they only have to wear it around men who are not part of their family. So they don't wear it to sleep, they don't wear it in the shower, and they weren't born with it or anything like that. The age in which they begin to wear the hijab, it can range from as young as 9 years old and as old as 53. It's completely up to them. And when asked why women wear it, many reference to the verses in the Quran as evidence that wearing the hijab is a commandment from Allah to oblige women to cover their bodies and their head. Also, some reference to the story of Muhammad Ali's one of his daughters, where she wasn't wearing modest clothes, according to him, and he told her think of pearls, think of diamonds and gold. They're all sealed and hard to find. They're really precious and they're really valuable, and your body is even more precious and more valuable than those objects. Therefore, you should be covered as well. And now that we've covered some of the background on the hijab, I'll inform you about a very common misconception that's that women are oppressed. Many people believe that they're obligated to wear it because of the men and that they don't have a choice, but that's completely not true. They decide where they want to wear it and at what age. And also many women, they actually identify as feminists, and they want to be seen for their minds, their intellect, and not the shape of their bodies. And being as that they are Islam, they have the power and the right to wear the hijab, and that offers them a sense of security, positive reinforcement about their body, and also just self-confidence in general. Also, now that I've covered that women are not oppressed and that they are, actually some also people believe that if they wear the hijab means that they're poor or that they don't have education, but it's actually the complete opposite. Some women wear it to show a certain financial status, and also some wear it to show that they do have a higher education. So now that we have covered that women are not oppressed and they are still empowered, we can move on to some other misconceptions, according to Anderson, who's a psychologist in ethnic minorities. Some people believe that a small group of Islamic extremists, for example ISIS, that they make up the whole, that represents the whole Islam community, but that's definitely not true. Violence actually, it violates one of the central principles of Islam. So the media, the American media, it tends to associate terrorism and terrorists with images of the hijab, so that causes many people to think they automatically think of terrorism and terrorists when they see the hijab, which is completely not true, and that causes a lot of discrimination. After the Boston bombings and also 9/11, many women they practically had to remove their hijab because they didn't feel safe. People would be chasing them, calling them terrorists in their cars or at work. They weren't able to maintain work or move up because just of their appearance. So now that we have covered those three topics, there's a smaller chance that, now that you're informed and have knowledge on what a hijab is, how women are still empowered and why they wear it, and also how the small misconceptions can lead to discrimination. Hopefully we can avoid further misconceptions and how that leads to discrimination.